Hello guys, this is Sanjana Parihar, an intern at Lexison Company, and I'm pursuing BLLB. This is my first year and I'm a student at Chulin University. And today's video would be all about Maratha reservation, which was struck down recently not recently, but this year by Supreme Court. And starting with, Supreme Court declared the Maharashtra law, which provides the reservation benefits to Maratha community, taking the quota limit in the state in excess of 50% as unconstitutional. Now let's go through the background of the case to understand it more better. In 2017, a member of 11-member commission headed by retired Justice N.J. Gaikwad recommended Marathas should be given a reservation under socially and educationally backward classes (SEBC). Now in 2018, Maharashtra Assembly passed a bill proposing 16% reservation for Maratha community. In 2018 again, the Bombay High Court, while upholding the reservation, pointed out that instead of 16% it should be reduced to 12% in education and 13% in job. 2020, the Supreme Court stayed its implementation and referred the case to Chief Justice of India for a larger bench. Now, currently ruling violation of fundamental right. How? A separate reservation of Maratha community violates Article 40, right to equality, and 21, due to the process of law. A reservation breaching the 50% limit will create a society based on caste rule. The Maratha reservation of 12% and 13% in education and job respectively had increased the overall reservation ceiling to 64% and 65% respectively. Now that's huge. In the Indira Shavne judgment 1992, Supreme Court had categorically said 50% shall be the rule. Only in certain exceptional and extraordinary situations for bringing far-flung and remote areas population into mainstream, said 50% rule can be relaxed. No further benefits made under the Maratha quota following the Bombay High Court judgment endorsing the state law would hold, but they would get no further benefits from this, as per the opinion of everyone. Deprived states of the power to identify SEBCs. There will only be a single list of SEBC with respect to each state and union territory notified by the President of India, and that states can only be recommendation for inclusion or exclusion, with any subsequent change to be made only by Parliament. The bench unanimously upheld that the constitutional validity of 102nd Constitutional Amendment, but differed on the question whether it affected the power of the states to identify SCBCs. Now, what is the direction to NCBC? Asked the National Commission of Backward Classes, it expedites the recommendation of SCBCs so that the President can publish the notification containing the list of SCBCs in relation with states and union territories expeditiously. So this is all for today, and if there's any question or any comment or any kind of feedback, they're all welcome in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Also, this video does not solicit any kind of promotions or advertisements. According to the Bar Council of India, it's only for education purposes. If you like the content, do like the video and subscribe, let's click for more. Thank you.